Okay, so when you came to Infinite Fit, you joined the challenge, and where would you say you were at life at that moment, physique wise, mindset wise, when you first joined Infinite Fit, do the challenge?
Mm, I think I was, a little. I guess the word that kind of comes to mind is not depressed, but just not satisfied with. I continue to gain weight, and I just like I'm getting older, right?
Mhm.
So I'm getting older, and my weight is tracking with my age. I think probably the word is like kind of lost. You just keep eating what's put in front of you, and you don't know any different.
Yep.
So I knew that at when I hit 213 pounds, I'm like, that's not the direction I need to be going. And
Hmm.
then of course the doctor, just said, you need to watch what you eat. And he said to me, something about I think I shared with you cholesterol. Like one of my cholesterols was like 108 or something, which was mildly elevated. But I've always had physicals every year, and I've never had the doctor say anything negative about my blood work, or like my health. But when he said that your cholesterol, and I can't remember if it was HDL or LDL, I don't know. But one of them was mildly elevated, and to me that was like, okay, all right, I got to do something different.
Yep.
And so that was at the point where I started the search and it's like, okay, what do I need to do? It's not just about what I eat. It's also about how active I am. And so, but it started with what I eat because I surrounded myself with food that I shouldn't be eating.
Right.
So anyway, there you go.
Awesome. And so what would you say was the number one bottleneck preventing you from reaching your goals before you joined the community?
Um, besides being around it all day long, um, I had to be around it all day long because that's my job, right?
Yep.
And so that was the biggest bottleneck was overcoming the temptation to want to just continue to eat what I was always put in front of me.
Hmm.
Um, um, but I think probably the biggest thing to overcome that was um, not just the temptation, but it was making like calculated choices about what I eat. I found that very challenging and stressful.
Hmm.
And so finding the right foods to eat because I need to hit my calories, but if I hit my calories, I've just blown my fat completely out of the water, right? And
Hmm.
so it's about choosing to eat leaner stuff. And then I don't know, it just took more thought process into it.
Yep.
So I thought eating is not so much, my take on eating is not what it used to be now. Before it was just eat what the USDA standards are for your government, what they say the food plate, and what you should eat, vegetables and protein and whatever. But it's more to it than that. It really is about dissecting down to the gram what you're eating.
Yep.
And so anyway, so that was my biggest challenge. I think I've overcome that. Food prep is still a challenge to me,
Hmm.
but I think that's an evolving process. I don't think you just evolve through it. Um, so yeah.
Awesome. And then what was the biggest catalyst or thing that impacted you to make that change? Like what did you learn or what did you gain from joining the community?
Um, Probably seeing that other people, just like me, have the same challenges.
Hmm.
And so to me, it was the community that made it more challenging. And I'm always up for a challenge. You
Yes,
challenge
sir.
me on something, you're not going to beat me.
Let's go.
They're just not going. You're not going to do it. You just won't do it. And so that's the way I am in work and in personal life. I'm a very competitive person, and I want to raise my own standard. And so I think what a part of me getting through it was just knowing that I can listen to what other people say. I just have to have an open heart to get feedback and be coachable.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm a very coachable person on somebody that knows what they're talking about. If you don't know
Yep.
what you're talking about and you shoot me a line of BS, then I'm gonna call it out. But that's just who I am. And so, but if people that are smarter than me know more than me and they can help me, whether it's a coach or whether it's someone a competitor in the challenge, I'm going to take from them what I can learn. And if they're doing something that's successful, all I got to do is do it, right?
That's
And
right.
and if I just and I don't have to be victorious on day one. I just have to take one step today forward and another step tomorrow forward. So anyway, there you go.
One day at a time. So
Yep.
now, last question is, what is your life now? How would you describe your life 4 months into the program? What's your life look like now?
Well, it's more disciplined. Feel like I felt I don't. I guess I don't know. I don't go to eat just whatever's in front of me, right? The quick and fast and convenient things. Even though there's nothing wrong with having that from time to time, it's about watching what you eat your caloric intake on a daily basis, and then looking at the macros of that. And so today I'm more disciplined.
Let's go.
I'm more disciplined. I'm more disciplined in my mindset. I'm more disciplined in what I eat. If I I even look at it. If I go over on something on a macro one day, I'm intentional about watching that more closely the next day. Or doing more exercise, or do more steps, or be more active, or do another workout, or whatever. So that I can, because I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to be I can't be perfect, but I can be as close to perfect as I can by having the right mindset every day.
Yes, and you have brought that right mindset, and I commend you again and again for the results you've got, because you've worked for them, worked very hard for them. So you should be very proud of yourself, because all of us at Infinite Fit are proud of you. Great representation of the brand, and I love to see it.